So onto this new chapter of 1159, we come to Hachinosu, and a huge distraught message came about where Shaki has been captured. Some of the Rocks pirates, more than what we know of Don Marlin, just got killed by some random. Imagine having your first debut and just to get killed off is crazy work. And this news doesn't only happen at Hachinosu. This news happened to also the Roger pirates, where even when we see Roger right here, he's pissed off at Rocks for even letting this shit slide. And this information has continued to spread worldwide. We segue off of that into God Valley 1 year later at the God Valley West Blue. And we've come to see the mother of Shanks' Shamrocks finally meet with Garland. She was showing the twins their father as she continued to talk about it, right? She asked why doesn't he stay with him? He said it can't because this island is finna fucking get blown up. He already called the fucking ships to ram this. Yeah, we turning this shit into a slaughterhouse, bitch. As my boy started off with the fucking kill streak by killing his own wife. As they begin preparations, we see the Marines start chasing off all the civilians that are on Gava. And out of all the heinous and chaos that's going on, there's one particular cadet that's out here trying to talk to the lieutenant commander of why we're doing all this nonsensical chaos. He said don't question it because at the end of the day, orders are orders. As this cadet points at a gun to try to warn them, listen, if you come safely, I wouldn't have to shoot you with tranquilizers. And this is where we got the infamous Marine Monkey D. Dragon is confirmed to be a fucking Marine. So for all the One Piece theorists who actually had that theory, shout outs to y'all made it. We segue from that onto the Navy pirates, the Navy prison ships, where we see Ivankov and Genie. And Ivankov is going at it at this one dude for telling him to shut the fuck up or don't make it too rash, because him doing something have everybody else get punished. Yeah, Ivankov wasn't having it with that. This is also the same ship where they have Coop, but this was during the time where they didn't meet each other, because we already know they meet each other on the island, not on the ship. Then we go to Cyberpol Intelligence Bureau, where we see a strapping young Big News Morgan. And it is with him. He's the reason why the information got leaked that Shaki has been captured. So Buddy was the dude that was steering up the whole pot. He was the main plot. He was the main instigating plot point. So the information got out in Hachinosu, and they finally found out that Shaki is not only alive, but she's also at God Valley. Wang Ji, on the other hand, doesn't really too much trust, or he asks if we should trust his source, but it doesn't really fucking matter because at the end of the day, it's Shaki, we gonna have to save her, my bad. This was also the news where Big Mom has gotten the fact that there are devil fruits that are on God Valley. So meanwhile, while the Rocks pirates are set off to God Valley, at the same time, Roger and Garp has gotten the call to go to God Valley too. Well, Roger going to God Valley for Shakuyaku, Garp goes to God Valley for Roger. Win-win. Upon arriving to God Valley, the Rocks pirates have been stopped by a massive ass ship, which you can only tell by it's the giant. In particular, Harald was on this ship and he wants to have a word with them. So while they're having a conversation, Rocks has something to tell Harald that not even his own crewmates have been said about this. And that is the fact that this dude Rocks D. Zebek isn't even a Rocks D. His hidden name, that was only a hidden name, because now we know that his real name is Davy D. Zebek. And he is a part of a lineage of an infamous pirate called Davy D. Jones. Sorry, legendary pirate, my fault. When it comes to the underground influence, it holds a lot of weight, but it's barely scrapping by. Mainly due to the fact that, well, they're trying to scrape away the name the same way how they try to scrape away the legacy when they killed Ace. It is also confirmed that Zebek, I'm just gonna say Zebek, Davy D. Zebek has also had a kid 2 years ago, and in order to keep them safe, he sent his family back to the hometown. Harald asks, "Why are you telling me this?" That's only because another big drop is the fact that his hometown is also in God Valley. So not only Shanks and Shamrock was also a part of God Valley, so is Blackbeard. Harold asks if this was all for just luring you in, and he just said nah, because at the end of the day, the Celestial Dragons, they do what they want when it comes to their party, and they don't want me to crash. But that's where they made a big mistake. He still feels like destiny is pulling him in, and taking Shaki was just the biggest fucking plunder. For as long as the fact that his wife and kid is safe, whatever happens to him after that is all fair game. He asks one more time to Harold to lend him a hand, and Harold refuses. Not only refuses, he was willing to sink his fucking ship. Big fucking mistake, as he said bring it, and completely obliterate the fucking ship, and sails and continues to sail to God Valley. This is where we also get that every 3 years a Celestial Dragon, they choose an unaffiliated nation which is rich in resources to use as their hunting ground for slaves and all that, and basically do their little God Valley game that we have flashbacks. And as we see a double page spread, we see Shakuyaku and 9 other treasure chests, and this is the beginning of a God Valley tournament where the God Knights are getting bedded off by the Celestial Dragon, and whoever wins can claim prizes of Shakuyaku. We also see into the far distance on our left right there, we see that dragon stumble upon the mother of Teach, and Teach in that same cell. In desperate need, the mother asks the Marine to take the child because the Davy Jones need to survive. The inheritance still needs to live on. And it has been announced that every world noble knows that the turn features several super rare rabbits. But in this rare case, they had the princess, the former empress Shakuyaku, they had a buccaneer, they had some devil fruits, but to make it even sweeter, they have the members of the Davy clan. And that is it, guys. What do you think about this chapter? I gave it a flaming 10 out of 10. I love each and every one of it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here for the next 2 weeks to react or to make videos, so y'all have to bear me with that. But trust me, when I get back, I'm going to be back on that grind like no other. With all that being said, I'm going to sign off. Hope y'all stay safe. Whatever. Just stay safe, y'all. Also, Marlon, you suck.